Thank you very much, Nadiaka, and good afternoon, everybody. I have known Martha since the 17th day of September 1977. And this was a group of young, ambitious girls who had just conquered and been admitted to the Faculty of Law, University of Nairobi. So that's how we met. And so we spent our studies at Gandhi Wing and of course lived at the box. And so my life and Martha's life started then. I admired her in class. We had come from various parts of the country. I think she was lucky. One boy has talked about people who had tasted Nairobi life. Some of us had not tasted Nairobi life. We were emerging straight from Mount Elgon, trying to navigate, trying to cross University Way. You know, that was hard. The motorists then were kind. They were not the motorists of today. So we would be running across, and but of course not Martha running. I learned a lot from her. And Martha was what I would call a savior in our class. So we go to this school, and I can see one of our great teachers, Mwalimu Willy Mutunga. I don't know if we have Professor Kivuta Kibwana and our other teachers, but Prof. Justice Mutunga was one of our teachers. And of course, the class of law, it scared us stiff because there we were, and the teachers were introducing us to these subjects in Latin. It was Latin. And I remember, I think in land law, there was this thing, quid, planter, solo, sedate. So a teacher comes in and starts with that. And another one comes in for a class of jurisprudence, is in new star, lex, lex. And we are all so scared. Got so scared. But Martha was the only one who could like whisper, so what did that mean? And sometimes the teacher would see and see like we needed an explanation. But none of us had the guts. In fact, most of us wanted to run away from the class. But she made fun of it, sometimes made it possible for some of these terms to be explained. So she led in that class and ensured that we didn't run out of the law class because we thought it sounded too difficult. So Martha was our savior. She was smart, she was clever, she was confident, she had such bouncing, healthy hair and a happy smile. And she was just a lovely person and very, very relatable. And so that is how we went. We graduated in 1980, went to law school, Kenya School of Law together, and then our career paths started to shape up. She joined the bench as a magistrate. Some of us went to private practice. And she did well on the bench. We were appearing before her. She was a good magistrate. Then at that time, members of the bench were very stiff people. They were stiff, almost scary. But Martha made the environment a bit comfortable. Now, our paths crossed when she left the judiciary and joined private practice. And together with other gallant women, I can see Betty Murungi, I can see Jenny Kiragu, I can see, I don't know if Lilian Maura is here, but yes, I can see you, Lilian. And we formed the present-day Federation of Women Lawyers in Kenya, FIDA. And guided actually by Lillian, by Martha, by their sense of justice. We found an area where women were very, very disadvantaged in terms of navigating their way around law, trying to get maintenance for their children in the courts, the law covering areas which mattered most to women, like marriage, like children, matrimonial property, which she majored in practice, creating a lot of jurisprudence. What the country relies on now is courtesy of Mother Karua. So her sense of justice was very strong then, as a young girl, but there she was. And we formed this organization within a very hostile environment when everybody was wondering, what are these women talking about? I mean, what is their problem? I remember the late President Moi was alarmed. What are these girls talking about? And sending people to come and ask, do they have food, or what is their problem? You know, little did he know that we had a big agenda to transform this country for women and for Kenyans eventually, which we did. And a lot of that effort goes to Honorable Mother Karua, her courage and her strong sense of justice. Then, of course, I met, our paths crossed. She joined LSK in the leadership. Again, I think she was with our mwalimu, LSK, very hazardous times. Some of us faltered along the way, but they were there, very, very strong. Mother, a very, very strong person. That is the time when LSK fought very, very hard for democratic changes in this country. It wasn't easy, but there she was, standing out as a woman with Mwalimu and others. And they did what we all know today, the democratic space that this country enjoys is courtesy of people like Honorable Mother Karua. And then, of course, constitution making, which started with that movement within LSK and joined the greater struggle for multipartyism. She was in it, and of course that morphed into the greater struggle for constitutional reforms. And so the constitution that we enjoy today, Mother has contributed in a very, very, very big way. In terms of the philosophy of it, and in terms of even technical expertise, because when I was serving as a commissioner with the CKRC, with the Yashpal Commission, trying to produce a draft constitution, Mother became the technical leader of it, because then she was in the Ministry of Justice. She was the Minister of Justice at some stage, and very, very critical in shaping the constitution that we have today. So that's Mother.
Thank you.
And let me just a little about the Iron Lady, the softest human being on earth, the most kind human being on earth. Because apart from our formal interactions, Mother became a very good friend. So I am almost in her house every other week. And Martha serves us food. Herself, she does it herself with her grandchildren, and she has so many young people that she nurtures. Her compound is never empty. There are young people whom she nurtures. There are young people whose fees she pays. She does so much. And Mother will part with her last penny to pay for that child who doesn't have it. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where that child comes from. And that is mother for you. So when sometimes we get this narrative of a hard person, or she's the softest, the most kind person, and we are privileged as this country, as a country, to have Honorable Mother Karua amidst us. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Those are amazing words and very true. And I'd just like to hand it over to Honorable Martha Karua, and we take it back to your days in university when you met Dr. Barasa. And this was a time when you said you first began to get very interested in social justice and even taking part in demonstrations. So you are the Gen Z of that